What's up, guys? It's Justin again from Africa Sales Specialist. So one thing I want to share with my salespeople today is I see this mistake happening so many times, more often than not. In fact, you got to understand that when you're selling to a customer, you are in fact engaging in sales is like a relationship, right? It's that method of when you are after someone, right? You get to know them. You want to know what they like, what they don't like, what buttons to press, what buttons not to press, what drives them, what doesn't drive them, what are their desires, and then when you're courting someone, you do your best to be able to be the solution to that problem, right? Whatever they say, this is, if they say, I'd like to travel, or, I like to go on walks, or whatever it may be, all of a sudden you become that person for them, right? To be able to get in the relationship with them because you like them so much. So sales is in the same way, in the way that when you're selling to someone, right, it's about understanding what they like, what they don't like, what drives them, what doesn't drive them, so that you can use that information in your sales pitch, right? And what you've got to do and what you've got to learn is that you've got to learn to personalize your script. It's highly unlikely that you're going to sell using exactly the same script, exactly the same words to 10 different people, right? You've got to personalize it to the person that you're speaking with, right? And what I like to do is when people question price, for instance, if you're speaking, let's say with a doctor, he's questioning price, and what I would usually do is I completely understand where you're coming from. That cost could be a concern for you, but let me ask you a quick question. What differentiates one doctor from the other? How come doctors all ask different prices? Why is one more expensive than the other? Right, so I take an interest in their career to help them understand where I'm coming from. Do you understand? So, because there's an emotional attachment, there's a passion within their job. So, of course, they're going to say what they need to say to defend it. So that would play into my cards in that they would say, yeah, because that means I'm simply better than the other one, and the results that I can offer you is much better than the next one. So then I would say, I completely agree. So would you then agree with me that the more someone charges would mean that the better the results they're able to provide you and the better the guarantee they're able to give you? Yes. All right. So what are you looking at? Are you looking at price? Or are you looking at value? Are you looking at what you're going to get from what you spend with me? Or are you looking at what you're going to give? Because at the end of the day, you can get three things. You can either get good, fast, or cheap, and you can choose only two of those. You can get it good and fast, it won't be cheap. You can get it good and cheap, but it won't be fast. Or you can get it fast and cheap, and it won't be good. You tell me, what is your decision? Right? And so it's that kind of method that gets through to your clients, because it comes from listening to what they had to say, listening to the conversation, taking an interest in their job, taking an interest in their passions, what drives them, what doesn't drive them, and then you use that information, that intelligence that you've gathered, you use that to turn the client. And that's how you overcome the objection. It's too expensive. Well, one of the ways, anyway.